Okay, if I can now go on to my story, my pursuit for racial equality. And, I've never seen myself as a racist, but I think on my journey, I've learned so much, particularly over the last 18 months. And for me, that was about when we looked at COVID, and we could see that there were some real discrepancies in terms of looking at the outcomes for people from Black and minority ethnic backgrounds. And it also, I think, came about spending time with people, Scott, Dureraj, Johanna Ramsden, and colleagues. And as we worked together on the Turning the Tide work, it really helped me to understand people's journeys, their stories, and the like. But it got me thinking that in my pursuit to end racial equality, then you've really got to understand the problem. It's for me, it's about treating the cause and not just the symptoms. So I asked Jenny Douglas Todd, if I was to read one book, if I was to be inspired and to read one book, what would it be? And she pointed me in the direction of how to be an anti-racist. And without a doubt, for me, it was pretty life-changing. So I do think our pursuit is very much a journey. And I realized that, I've been carrying around a lot of misconceptions. And as difficult as it is to really start the journey, I think I personally had to acknowledge, and as uncomfortable as it was, that some of the ideas that I may have had in the past were racist. And for me, it's only by acknowledging that have I been able to really think about turning a corner. Because for me, the pursuit will be about, yes, acknowledging the fact that there are differences between races, but that these differences alone aren't responsible for racism. It's the policies and the systems that are in place. And I think that we've got a real opportunity as leaders in the Southeast to make that difference by looking at the way, the culture in which we operate, the systems that we put in place. So what have we actually done? I think we've taken some real positive action around the Turning the Tide work that we co-chaired. We've built a network out there of system boards. We're shining a light, we're giving time and space to this important subject. There's a long, long way to go, but I feel it's there, it's on the agenda. And of late, as we appoint our 42 system chief executives and system chairs, we've positively gone out to the market to seek representation from people from BAME backgrounds. And I'm delighted when you see that we will have candidates that will be much more representative of the communities that we serve. And positively, we said that if there were two candidates that were above the line, then we would take the candidate who came from the more diverse background, so that we really did start to make a difference. I think the other thing for me that is really important is looking at my own team. And it's fair to say that we really weren't representative of the communities that we represent. But now, when I look around the table, we have Caroline Reed, and Akosia Anining, my colleagues, and I think we are starting to look a bit more like the communities that we're trying to improve their healthcare. So I'm on a journey in pursuit of racial equality. I think it starts by really acknowledging and understanding yourself and what racism is and what role you may have inadvertently played. And then with the authority that we have, is about starting to make a difference with policies, systems, culturally, and hopefully a bit of role modeling.